Hey y'all. Okay. I am just getting home from my load from yesterday because of all the tornadoes and the storms that was going on last night. My load had picked up late last night, and no sooner than I picked it up, the wind was getting crazy. It was crazy, but I still tried to chuck it down. But then I started hearing like the little tornado sirens were starting to go off, and I'm hearing them in a couple of different directions. So I'm like, okay, this area is hot. So I just called, the shipper, and I just let them know, hey, this weather's too bad. I'm just gonna wait out the storm, and I'll just take it down to the receiver, after the storm passes by. No problem, just inform them, when, I'm back up and rolling. And I'm like, cool, and I found a little, what I thought to be a safe enough space. It was safe enough, but I probably should have got like a little safer. I didn't want to be sandwiched around a whole lot of trucks just in case it went through, because I've been to a yard where all those trailers were slammed all over the place. So I didn't feel comfortable being around a lot of trailers. So I wanted to be by myself up against a building. I felt that was the safety, but that wind, whoo, baby, that wind was nothing to play with yesterday. That wind was slapping my big girl truck. She ain't a little girl, she a big girl truck. And she was rocking and rolling, and the trailer was rocking and rolling, and I was like, I hope this joker don't tilt over on me, because I didn't have anything to protect me. I was just, sitting it out on the side of a building, instead of out in the yard, between the trailers, because that's what they were saying. Well, maybe, sit out in between the trailers. I hadn't already done that before. I didn't do it, but I was delivering to a place that I came in right behind a tornado. I'm looking at trailers stuck in buildings. The yard was crazy, bananas. What was that, in Lebanon? It was somewhere in Tennessee. I think it was Lebanon. It was crazy. And after that, I don't trust like tornadoes with trailers, because a trailer is only 10,000 pounds. That's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I don't want to be sitting around trailers if there's a tornado getting ready to come through. I opted to just hang out on the side of the building, because I knew nobody else was going to be coming and going right now anyway. So I opted to sit next to the building, but that wind was slapping me every way but loose. It was like there was no sleeping. I thought I was going to catch some Z's and go to sleep in there. No. Nope. Every time I laid down, that whole truck was... and I had to get out there and look again and make sure. But, ooh, Lord. I always say, get out of Mother Nature way. When she's doing whatever she's doing, let her do it. Get out the way. Then I go, after the storm, I go on out, and I counted at least 10, around 9 or 10 trucks turned over on the 65. Then I saw an article later that morning that said that there was 17, I believe, flipped over trailers on the 65. And I'm like, why didn't everybody didn't take shelter? I'm like, are we not watching our apps? If you're in doubt, look at a radar map. Look at the radar map. See which way that storm is going. See how big it is. Look at it. I mean, if it's coming toward you and that's a big old... yesterday was a huge red flag. It was a huge red line. That's why I opted to stay put, because I was like, that's a lot of rain. That's a lot of wind. That might not be good. But it's sort of like you have to... You're the captain of your ship. Can't nobody... I preach this a lot. Can't nobody make you take nothing down the road and jeopardize your life and your license. Period. And I'm like, use it, because if something go wrong, they're going to blame you. They're going to say, well, why didn't you stop? Why were you listening to me? Because they're sitting in their house or in their office. They're not in the weather. You the one that's out here in the weather. So you're the one with the eyes and the feet on the ground. And so, use all methods that you can. Use your apps so that you can track the storm. Turn the radio on and listen to what the news people are telling you about the area that you're in. Is it hot? Should you stop? Is it going to blow over quickly? Is it something that, you might need to just like sit it out? These are things that you need to do. I mean, this is serious stuff. Can you imagine your truck flipped over in the middle of a storm and you are 100, 200, 300 miles away from home? Is that really what you want? Is that really what you want, the predicament you want to get yourself in? No, I know I don't. I know I don't. I don't even play. I don't play with storms. I played when I was a rookie because I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. I had never seen a tornado. I had never seen a hurricane. So I didn't understand what it entails or what were the first signs. I'm just like, I love being in Florida. And then Hurricane Michael came and scared the mess out of me. No, I don't play with storms anymore. I don't play with snowstorms. I don't play with hail. I don't play with rain. I don't play with none of them. Tornadoes. I leave the elements to let the elements do what the elements do. I don't mess with Mother Nature. I don't. I respect her. And y'all need to respect her too. All right? Keep all 18 wheels on the ground and we can boogie another day. We can just boogie this on out another day, y'all. All right? Peace, love, and light.